Hello students, welcome to an affluent IS. So today we are basically discussing about second, third and the fourth subsequent next layers of the video which we had done in the previous day. It is the continuation of that. So why some people and some aspirants will succeed into the competitive world and equally some will definitely do fail. What was the reason and what were the causes behind it? So we'll be dealing in depth in today's session. So let's discuss without wasting our time. Thank you for all the love and support from your end, and similarly you will continue by giving lots of support from your end by sharing my videos to the core, and lots of gratitude again. So let's start with the today's important instincts. So hope you like it, and let's divert into the topic. See here, next subsequent layers are very important in order to know how can we able to achieve our dream, that is ultimately we call that as success. And similarly, why do we appear as a failure person even after giving 100% effort from our end? So we'll be discussing all together in today's video, in today's session. So myself, Pooja Chumkure ma'am, and US person and yours well-being, I always think in a well better manner, so that if you reach to the topmost level, so we will be the most happiest person, as I always say in each and every classes of mine. So let's discuss about the second most important layer for the day, right after the first layer, which we had discussed about the character and certain, our daily habits, our daily mindset and character. How do we handle the stresses what we come across in your lives? So we have to handle all together to get a successful and accomplished lifestyle in our day-to-day life also. Okay, you have to be very cautious about your decisions. Right decisions are always taken at the right moment, and it should not be you are too late and you are taking your decisions on the wrong time, but the person will not exist at that particular time. So person, or whether it is materialistic centric or person centric, so you have to decide in a well manner, whether it is your career, whether it is your personal life, whatever the situation it might be, you have to think and rethink before taking any of the decisions for the final round. Okay, let's discuss about the second layer. See, the way we were raised in our childhood days, okay, our upbringing will ultimately matters over here, and the kind of the schooling we had and our early experiences create patterns that affect how we study today. Hope you got my point. And for example, let's discuss about the environment. What do we have around us? Surrounding environment plays a very important role to shape your journey, whatever the journey you are in, whatever the profession you are choosing. But ultimately, we are thinking and discussing mainly about the competitive world, especially if I do mention that is UPSC, SPSC, or any of the KPSC or UPPSC, BPSC, any of the state public service commission examinations as well. So for example, let's see, if you grew up in an environment where discipline was rewarded, okay, by birth you are being rewarded as a disciplinary environment, and those activities has been brought up in your upbringing only, then that itself is a reward for you, and you might find it very easier to follow a strict study plan. So that's how it affect how we study. Now it ultimately depends on what we had done in our childhood days. Okay, and similarly, if you are always compared to others, there is a comparison ultimately happens wherever you are, whatever you are doing, despite of what good or bad things you are doing in, so there will always be a comparison to happen. So if you are always compared to some with others, or comparing with other person, then you might struggle with self-doubt and even fear of failure as well. So if you always studied at the last minute, you might be addicted to procrastination and feeling like you work best under certain pressure. Some people have this guts to take a pressure, even if they'll do any work in the last minute, then they can achieve whatever, or they can complete their deadline or task with that particular pressure. They do feel like that, but that itself is the biggest problem right now. Okay, and all these competitive world or any of your life related exams, whether it is personal or any career oriented programs you are doing, so that itself last minute of preparation ruins your whole day, ruins your whole 1 year of preparation or 2 year of preparation. So that itself is the biggest problem. So these sort of a pattern become hardwired into our brains over time. As time passes, it will become a hardwired into our brains over time, and if we do not consciously change them, then they will definitely control our UPSC preparation, right? They'll ultimately come and hampers your UPSC preparation without even realizing it, and you don't even realize how it is affecting or how it is impacting your UPSC journey and your UPSC study environment, or about your UPSC or KPSC preparation as well. So you have to rule your mind rather than it will rule you. Your mind should not rule you, rather you should rule your own mind and heart. So you should have a controlling emotions, control level of all those physical and mental health, so that you can give your balanced approach towards your destiny or towards your journey. And but you don't have to worry, it happens with everyone, right? So now if we move on to the next upcoming third layer, so which basically speaks about where here we can able to see the real battle. So okay, real battle actually happens from this particular layer. So now here is the brutal truth. You have to face some very realistic approaches, practical approaches, brutal truths. So what could be that? Okay, your success in UPSC is not just about motivation. It's not about motivation, it's about your habits. Okay, and most of the people think toppers are just more or just more way intelligent than or more hardworking than what the aspirant is all about. Okay, let's take a good example about lion and deer. Okay, in a race, if we have, for example, it's a beautiful example, so we have to learn all these things from the very ancient and old and simple and basic stories, as we do listen it from our grandparents, right? So in a race between a lion and a deer, many times, in fact most of the times, the deer wins. Why? Because the lion runs for food and the deer runs for life. And always remember, purpose is, or your intention is more important than your need. So intention behind doing anything when with respect to deer would be, it runs for the life, but wherein lion is only specific towards its goal, that is only for food. So here always deer will win in this particular scenario. You have to maintain that strata here. Most of the people, what they do think about toppers is they are just more intelligent or they are more hardworking. That's why they do succeed in the UPSC or any of the KPSC or SPSC exams. But in reality, that is not the case over here. Toppers have better habits. They have a good habitual actions on a day-to-day basis, and they do not waste any sort of time. They are focusing mainly about time management and thinking about whether to study. They just do it. They'll not think about what to do, what not to do. They just keep on doing their work, and they don't rely upon any sort of motivational videos also. So you should not rely upon the motivation, they rather rely on discipline. Discipline is the key to success. Okay, and they don't even chase the perfection, they focus on progress. Okay, they don't chase perfection, they focus on progress. On the other hand, if your daily habit is waking up quite late, so if you are waking little late in the morning hours, so what happens is, are you feeling guilty about it? Really, if that is the case, then starting from 10, starting 10 different books, start or your day with the 10 different books, but even finishing none of the 10. So if you took or 10 different sort of books, but you could not able to finish none of the 10 those books, okay, whatever the books you had taken or hold on. So checking other than that, you are diverting yourself by checking Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or YouTube. Especially UPSC journey people or any of the competitive world people do check rather YouTube videos and Telegram channel in between their study hours, in between their study sessions. Okay, then what happened? These tiny daily actions will add up, and that will create your own destiny. You should focus on creating your own destiny rather than wait for the right time. There is a good saying, someone really said me well, that the key to your better future would always starts with you. You yourself will take the lead role. You have to grab that jackpot. You should lead that particular jackpot whenever you will get an opportunity to lead. Okay, as I already mentioned, the powerful book, as James Clear sir says in his Atomic Habits, that is one such powerful book named as Atomic Habits. You do not raise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems, right? So you always will not raise to the level of your goals, but ultimately you fall to the level of your systems, and your preparation is a reflection of your habits. Okay, your preparation is ultimately a reflection of what the habitual actions you will take on a day-to-day basis. It depends on that. And so if you want to change your results, change your habit first. If you wanna change your result, whether it is positive way, or you wanted to succeed in any of the destination dream what you had, or ambition, or the achievement you wanted to do, so better you should initially change your habits. Okay, then only it will be fruitful result you'll get out of whatever you are doing then. And if we move on to the next important subsequent layer, that is called as fourth layer, or the layer number 4, which mainly speaks about the mask. Mask is all about half is hidden and half is open to the people. So that's how, why this particular term we had mentioned, and given this particular name to the fourth layer called as mask, because the UPSC struggle we do not talk about, and hardly people knows about this particular UPSC preparation journey and the struggle behind it. Okay, that is how the name given as mask. And let's be too honest, UPSC aspirants often pretend to be very confident. They pretend, they'll show to the world, they'll show to the society that they are too confident about their preparation, and even when they are full of doubts also, in that particular case they do act like they have everything under control. Okay, and everything is under control of them, and but deep down what happened, or deep inside what happens, they are the one where we can feel very anxious towards their preparation, and you compare yourselves with others and question your own abilities. Okay, you'll not find out your own capabilities, and wonder if you will ever make it or not. You will have a dilemma, you'll have a question mark in your mind. So you will pretend as if you are very confident enough, but still somewhere deep down, if you see yourself, then you'll have a self doubt on your own self, whether to you can able to or capable enough to qualify it or not. So there is a self doubt. Okay, and instead of fixing our weaknesses, what happens here? Instead of we are fixing any sort of weaknesses, we hide them, right? Or you will hide all of the weaknesses whatever you have. So you will open up to your only strengths what you already knew it about your own self. Already others will also know about your strengths, so we'll show only those sort of strengths. You'll hide your weaknesses, and by giving some fake smiles, or showing some fake confidences to the people and the society and to the world, in fact, and endless coaching classes you'll go, or blind optimism will make a person to not to fix their weaknesses. And but the truth behind it, it will be a fake confidence, or the fake smile will not help you to reach your goal, and fixing your own mindset will definitely take you to the topmost position. Fix your mindset in a right manner, that will ultimately take you to the longer run and to the greater destination. And instead of pretending, ask yourself, what are your real weaknesses? Or think yourself, what are my real weaknesses? What are your real weaknesses? So find it out. And what were the patterns are stopping you from succeeding? Okay, what were those patterns are stopping you to succeed your goals, or succeed your dream? And how can I or you rather, actively work upon them on every single day? So how do you get success? How do you work on a day-to-day basis? So that's how you need to think about it. And only when you acknowledge your flaws can you start transforming them into strengths. Your weaknesses should be fixed so that those weaknesses will transform into your strengths in the upcoming days. If you keep on hide them, then you could not able to fix those weaknesses. So first such important steps, we do have two important steps behind it under layer number 4. One is self-awareness, which speaks about which itself is a key to smart preparation. You no need to go for a hard work, you rather go for your smart work or smart preparation is required. So how will you do that? By awareness, self-awareness. Start observing yourself, observe yourself more. Okay, the next time you procrastinate or feel stuck in your preparation or in your journey, don't just force yourself to study, ask why is it happening. So ask why for every question, why every dilemma, every confusion. It is a mandatory question you need to ask to yourself, that ask why to your own self. Are you avoiding difficult subjects? Okay, is that the case? Are you avoiding any of the difficult subjects because they make you uncomfortable? Difficult subjects will make uncomfortable to every one of you, right? So is the case, or is that is the scenario with you also? Is it uncomfortable to you? So ask yourself, ask why. Okay, do you get distracted because you fear of failure? Do you have any fear of failure and don't want to face reality of this particular preparation zone? Is it the scenario or the case? So are you got distracted because deep down what happens? You don't trust yourself. Okay, you don't trust yourself, and there is a trust issue you can able to see. The moment you become aware of all these patterns, you gain power over them. Okay, and if we move on to the next important step, after having all those patterns and distractions, what you need to do or what you're supposed to take an action towards the second step, which is called as learn to read others, learn to observe others. Okay, learn to study others, what is happening around you, what other people were doing. So how you have to take a lead role over there, avoiding bad advices from the people around you, and avoid as many as distractions as you can able to remove from your life or from your journey. And in this particular UPSC preparation or any of the KPSC or State Public Service Commission preparation examinations, what you need to do is you will meet all kinds of people, all kinds of aspirants, different sort of mentors you will visit. Okay, you'll meet your own seniors, those who are preparing quite from long time, and YouTubers. You will have so many YouTubers and so many aspirants you'll meet, end up having visiting all of them. Okay, so some will genuinely help you, they are very genuine to help you out, and equally some others will confuse you rather, and by wasting your time or make you feel doubtful about your own self. Okay, in order to succeed from all these patterns, when you start reading others or observing all around you, what happens? In order to get a success, to succeed, you need to learn whom to trust. So that is the biggest question here. So learn whom to trust here. Okay, observe people's patterns first and not their words. Okay, actions always overrules your words. Okay, does this mentor give practical advices or just motivational speeches? You need to observe whether to trust that particular mentor or not. You need to decide. Okay, nobody will come and hold your hand. This is the only person you need to have a blind trust on him or her. She or he is the best mentor for you. They'll take you to the greater destiny. You will achieve your dream as soon as possible. No one will say. You have to decide your own destiny. You have to decide your own journey. So you have to trust the people in the right manner after observing all around you. And is this topper strategy is realistic? Whatever toppers were speaking on the media, is those particular strategies are realistic in nature? You need to find, you need to figure it out. Or is it just their personal method? Okay, is it really helpful for you, or is it only their personal methods which help them to succeed? Okay, is this aspirant truly focused about it or just pretending on social media? You need to question yourself. You need to ask why it is with them, why it is not with me. So why I am failing over here? Okay, don't get distracted by hype always. Okay, hype will not take you to the a longer run. So hype is always been a hype, and follow people whose actions align with their words. Some people will speak something, they'll do something else only. So rather you need to follow those sort of a people whose actions definitely align with their words. And final thoughts would be character shapes your UPSC journey. And Labasna, once you qualify and once you'll become a trainee in Labasna, okay, in Masuri, what happens? There you will have a Shilam Param Bhushanam. Character is the highest virtue. Character will shape your UPSC or any of the KPSC or any of the SPSC journey. That itself takes a very beautiful destiny. So keep your character so pure from inside and out. So you should not have to prove to the world that how you are. Character is not just about your character, it's wholesome of your personality. At the end of the day, what happens, UPSC is not just about knowledge, it's about character also. And if you do not control your habits will take a control on you. And so take charge of your preparation and fix your patterns, especially fix your weaknesses rather than hiding them, and change your mindset and your thought process. Your daily mindset will help you to grow longer and grow your character in a wise manner, and take action towards it. Every single day you need to take a action, and those actions will align your words. Okay, and remember, success is not an accident. Success is not, it is not by an accidental thing, it's a result of who you become. And if this video is helped or useful for you in any manner, then do like, share and subscribe for more mindset strategies. Okay, and let's crack UPSC or KPSC or SPSC, any of the exams together. And thank you for all the love and support and respect what you have showered on me, and keep continue doing so, and keep loving us, keep sharing us. Here myself, Pooja Shimkode ma'am, and I'm signing off for today's whole video. We had completed the whole session in the 2 sections, so hope you like it, enjoy the process. That is how I can able to say for now and as if now. In fact, you are hoping that you are reading well and doing multiple revisions from your end, and this is not a motivational video, this is a realistic and the practical approach what one should do for their success. So hope you like it. Do like, share and subscribe, and share it among your friends as well. Thank you. Have a great time.